that's so funny. I haven't taken my curlers out. I've literally just been walking around with socks in my hair all day. Trust the process. So it turns out sock curls are in fact the best overnight curls, if anyone was wondering. Hey friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, your internet bestie for all things personal development, intentional living and dream chasing, as well as self-appointed president of the Trash Appreciation Society. For those of you who are new, a little bit of context. I am a reformed overconsumer. Thankfully in 2020 I had my come to Jesus moment where I realized that all of that stuff was draining me financially, making me very stressed and overwhelmed, and was not actually adding anything into my life. And so since then I have been working on living more minimally, changing my spending habits, changing my shopping habits, and I've been on this freaking big makeup use-up challenge since 2020. That has been kind of my main focus, is using up my ridiculous stockpile of beauty products. So once a month we get together, we do a project pan update, and I let you know how I'm getting on with using up some key specific products that I really want to, you know, be done with. So we're going to pull up my cosmetics inventory spreadsheet. Just a reminder that if you guys want one of these to track your own makeup inventory and everything that is going on, I have it linked down below. You have a space to keep track of all the different categories. There's a run-in inventory so that you can see your progress year on year. There is space for the project pan, space to keep track of everything that you use up each quarter, and then space for a 6-month update as well. So I'll link that down below in case you're a spreadsheet nerd like me. So let's start with the single black eyeshadow that I have. I've not been keeping track of the weight of this just because it weighs like nothing, but we can do some comparison photos. I don't see a huge amount of progress in this month, and I'm going to tell you why. I recently made a switch from using black eyeliner and mascara to brown eyeliner and mascara because I learned about color theory. I am an autumn. I'm an autumn. And apparently black is a big no for me. So I did a little bit of an experiment and I switched up my mascara and my eyeliner, and I think it makes a big difference. Not a big difference. I mean, people aren't like screaming from across the street, "Oh my gosh, who is she? We don't recognize her." It's a very subtle difference, but I like it. Primarily I use the black shadow to smoke out my eyeliner lines, and since I've been using brown recently, I haven't been reaching for this as much, so there's that. I did not even touch the grey eyeshadow single again, so I'm just going to tell you here and now, we will be decluttering that at the end of this project pan, because project pan is a really great way to use up products. It's also a really great way to identify what products are not even worth keeping at this point, because if you've said to yourself, I really want to use this product up by the end of the year, and you cannot force yourself to consistently use it, clearly you don't like it that much, clearly it's not of any use to you, clearly it can go in the bin. Better news with the brown eyeshadow single though, I have used that one up completely, so that is another product that I am done with in my project pan for 2024. I will take my wins where I can find them. Next, let's move on to my Wet n Wild highlight. This is in Blossom Glow. You would think I would know that by now. I do this every month. Apologies because the lighting is horrific. These dark winter months are not conducive to like pretty soft lighting. It's just full-blown ring light glaring in your face kind of lighting. It is what it is. It's all we've got. My goal for right now with this is obviously not to try and pan this whole thing by the end of the year, because that would be ridiculous, but just to get all of this kind of bottom section used up so that I have a clean line along the bottom. So yeah, anyway, I've been focusing a lot of my efforts onto this one particular corner at the moment, trying to get all of that used up. I don't know, it does become obsessive. It does become like a weird game. You guys get it. I know you get it. If you're a hardcore project pan girly like me, I know you know. And the girls that get it, and everyone else thinks we're unhinged, and that's okay. No change with the weight on this one though. It was 35 grams last month. It is still 35 grams this month. Next, we have the Fern Cotton Sleep Body Spray, and I'm pleased to tell you that I use this up too. So this is where we were at the end of October, and now we have completely used it up. And I would be telling you that I now have no body sprays left in my collection because this was my last one. However, I did get gifted a new one, so I do have one again. Okay, next we have the Botanics Tea Tree Oil. So many of you have given me incredible recommendations of different ways that I can start using this up. I haven't implemented any of them yet because I'm a procrastinator. I don't really have an excuse. I just haven't, but I will. No change on this in terms of weight this month. I had 37 grams last month and I still have 37 grams this month, and it still sounds like it's not even halfway empty. Next we have, oh, okay. So it's the NYX Baked Blush in Pinched, and I think I used this maybe twice since my last Project Pan video because, let me tell you a tale. It was Halloween. I had been running around like a little chicken with its head severed clean off its body. I was trying to put together a whole digital projection display, set up a graveyard. I was trying to get snacks ready for trick-or-treaters. Like, I go all out for Halloween. And if you saw that vlog, then you know. It was a little bit stressful. It was a little bit tense. But I sat down to do a little witchy look before the trick-or-treaters started coming. And then somehow, when I put all my makeup away, I ended up losing the blush. I have looked for this blush for the last month. I keep it in the second drawer down on the left. I pulled that drawer out, I pulled out all the little containers. I was like, where is it gone? Pulled out all the other drawers where I keep makeup and lotions and potions and that kind of thing. Emptied all my brushes out, pulled my dressing table out from the wall to see if it slid down somewhere. No sign of it. I knew it had to be here somewhere. It didn't like grow legs and sprint away, but I just couldn't find it. And I was fully prepared to sit down today and admit to you that I'd lost the blush. It was nowhere to be found. And as I was getting ready, as I was putting my makeup on today, it just was sat here in the second row down where it usually is. And I'm starting to wonder, am I losing my mind? It was sat here, it was just sat here looking at me. So that is the tale of how I am experiencing some kind of weird cognitive decline, I guess. Welcome. But yeah, I didn't use this at all. So now I found it again. Apparently it wasn't even lost, so I'm gonna get back to using this, but I'm concerned. Okay, and the final product that we're going to be taking a look at today is the Revolution Mega Bronzer in Cool. This is so close to being done at this point. It could go either way. There is a strong chance that I will be able to use all of this up by the end of the year, but I wouldn't bet money on it. It's so hard to know with powder products, and I mean, I've been doing this big makeup use up challenge for 4 years at this point, and I still don't really have a good grasp on predicting how long something's gonna take to use up. I have a saying which is, however long you think a product is gonna take to use up, double it and add 50%. So I'm not gonna commit and say I will definitely be able to use this up by the end of the year, but I'm optimistic that maybe, potentially, I will be. And this is actually my last bronzer that I own, so I will be looking for bronzer recommendations, because this is fine, but I think I want to branch out, try something new. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. So with that, I've used up another 2 products this month, which brings my grand total to 11. I've used up 11 products out of the 18 that I set out with at the beginning of the year, which is pretty good going. I don't know that I'm going to be able to completely pan any of what I have left, but my goal for the next month is going to be to use up as much of each product as I possibly can, and then I'll be able to make the decision of whether I'm going to keep certain things or whether I'm just going to throw them away. Please remember that I love you so much. You are enough just as you are, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.